Zoroastrian is a nature-based religion, and fire is considered a manifestation of divinity, and so is water. So in the calendar, we have the celebration of that day of the divinity, where we pay respect and show our reverence to the angel of water, who's called Ava, or Ava Advisur Banu. So that's the day in March, on 23rd of March, where we worship the goddess or the angel of water. Now, what's really wonderful is that during the Achaemenid Empire, I find that fascinating as the laity. Like, before I go on, I must say that I'm no scholar, but just as a layperson, what I find extremely exciting and fascinating is that during the ancient times, somebody thought of a calendar and said, let's name every day of the month after an angel. And those are mainly elements of nature. So it gives people an excuse or an opportunity to think about that angel, to think about fire, to think about water, to think about earth, think about the animal kingdom, to think about plant kingdom. And what is it that we can take from there? What is the wisdom that we can take from nature? So the angel of waters, it symbolizes purity. It is life-giving, it is health-giving, it's nourishing. And so on that day, Zoroastrians worship water, whether it's the stream, it's a well, it's the sea, the ocean. You pay your reverence to water. And Ava Advisur Banu is a female divinity, so you pay gratitude to her. And the message in the modern world would be, or also in the ancient world, was not to pollute water, to conserve water. And so even in the ancient times, in antiquity, Zoroastrians never really bathed in the streams or in rivers. They would have water in containers from, draw water from in containers and then bathe themselves or cleanse themselves. Also, the whole idea of, you would never put a corpse or a dead body in the water, because water symbolizes purity and it nourishes the world. So you want to keep it clean and pure. To me, as an individual, water symbolizes tranquility, calmness, serenity, and nourishment, abundance, and also tells me to go with the flow. So often when I'm really stressed, not only on that particular day, but my office is very close to the beach, and I often go to the beach just to clear my mind and to get clarity. And I always come back with a sense of serenity, always come back feeling more calm and looking at the bigger picture. When you look at the ocean, when you look at, the water bodies, you realize that there's always a high and a low, the high tide and a low tide. And it kind of symbolizes your life. And you know that this again will go back, the tides move and nothing is permanent. So I look at it from that context. Also the fact that water resources are so precious. So which brings me to the fact that an ancient religion still has relevance to modern times, where we are all talking about not polluting the water, not putting your trash, no plastic bottles. And you realize the ancient wisdom that they had, because in those days they didn't have plastic, but just to conserve the water and to look after its purity and pay reverence to that angel of water. I think it's just fabulous. And that's my 2 cents worth about this particular day, where we pay reverence to our Adiswarupanu. Thank you.